Hi learning designers, this is a quick video to walk through Learning Task 1. The whole idea of Learning Task 1 is to provide us with an end in view to which we're designing in our second learning task. It's about developing an intentionality or a shared understanding of what we're talking about and designing for in interdisciplinary design. It's important that to me that this isn't taken up as a theoretical exercise in isolation to practice. I believe that theory and practice are inexplicably interconnected. All practice is underpinned by theory, whether or not we're aware of it or not, and all theory is theorizing upon practice. So we're going to look at those things together. That's going to mean taking up readings that may sometimes come from more of a theoretical foundation, but holding those alongside classroom examples as well as our own experiences as learners and teachers. And all the while we'll be ideating and working sort of in an integrated way towards Learning Task 2, where we're going to be applying these understandings of interdisciplinary learning. So that's the purpose and point of Learning Task 1. The format is going to be primarily weekly readings and videos, as I discussed, and then having you work through discussion posts in order to synthesize your understanding and build community knowledge together through responses. As you'll see in the detailed instructions, you're going to be responsible to a critical friends group of other students who, in this weekly format, you will post a discussion and then reply to. I'm really looking for a professional voice, not an academic voice. You're seeking to create new knowledge. You're not looking to put forward an ironclad academic argument. This means going beyond summarizing readings towards analysis, towards building connections, towards exploring possibilities, all the while drawing on readings as well as your lived experience. As I said, this same structure will repeat weekly with new readings and new examples, and then you'll make corresponding posts. Ultimately, this leads to 2 submissions. You're going to use a reflection tool to, rather than have to write an essay at the end, you're going to just curate evidence to get credit for the thinking and contributions and knowledge construction that you did in community. So that's going to require you to either copy and paste or take screenshots directly from the contributions and discussions that you've made in D2L. You're then going to have an opportunity to use the rubric to highlight where you believe what the evidence that you've curated corresponds to, and a brief explanation. Shared a couple examples from past students, literally highlighting where they feel that they lay, and then using some rationale along with direct evidence. Here's one example, and a second example. Both of these are available under our course content in D2L and are linked in the week 1 news item, so you can go and take a look at how these students took this work up. But they were able to explain what they did, draw directly from their posts, and that to me is what the expectation is for the 2 submissions that you make formally on September 20th and October 11th. Importantly, the September 20th submission is a formative opportunity, so you'll gather some evidence from what you've contributed up until that place and then submit that, and then that'll do 2 things. One, it'll give you a chance to set some goals about what you need to do by looking at closely at the criteria and understand, thinking about what's left that you still need to collect evidence for, or how you might move yourself forward in the expectation. And then you also get a response from me via D2L. Well, I'll take a look at how you've self-assessed, take a look at the advice you've provided to yourself, and likely agree, but certainly contribute my thoughts on what you might do to continue to build your understanding and to build your case for success in this task. So importantly, to try to stay on schedule in order to have a discussion with peers. If you're falling behind with the timing of the readings and posts and responses, then your conversation, you're going to miss out on that opportunity to really have others contribute to your thinking because they'll have moved on to the next post. So I'll keep an eye out for that, but if you're having trouble keeping up, please reach out. And all of those steps and deadlines will be clearly stated on a week-to-week basis through our news item. And look there rather than the course outline, because the course outline is created for all the sections. I take some liberties with reducing the number of readings and also potentially adding in some practical pieces to make sure that we have theory and practice working together. So the news item is your place to go. And if you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out. The Ask Josh forum is a great place for these questions because likely if you have a question about the expectations for this assignment, others will also benefit from that perspective and my response. Talk to you soon. Looking forward to the knowledge of evolving together in D2L over the coming weeks.